In this video, we will discuss the topic offer and acceptance. Keep in mind that the facts of the cases are looked at objectively, as seen in Smith vs. Who from the year 1871. This objective test rule was recently summarized by Supreme Court in RTS Flexible Systems Limited vs. Molkey from the year 2010, where it was stated that whether a statement is an offer or not depends on what was communicated between the parties and whether an objective conclusion can be made that they had agreed on all the terms. An exception to this, where the court prevents an offeree from accepting an offer and enforcing a contract, is where the offeree knows that the offer is mistaken as to the offer, as established in Hartog vs. Collins and Shields. The most important thing to know is whether a statement is an offer or not. A statement which carries the terms and conditions upon which the offerer is ready to form a contract is an offer. An important characteristic of an offer, using which an offer can easily be distinguished from statements which are similar to that, is the certainty that is inferred from the statement. A few important things to keep in mind so that you do not mistake them for an offer. One of these is where someone requests information. For example, if A asks B if B is willing to sell his sports car for a low price of £10,000. This does not mean that A is offering B to buy his sports car. Similar view was established in Harvey vs. Facey from the year 1893. Secondly, a statement of intention is not always an offer. In stating that someone intends to do something does not mean that they will do it, as evident from Harris vs. Nickerson from the year 1873. The difference between the statement of intention and the intention mentioned in the definition of an offer is that of certainty. An offer infers certainty that A will buy B's car, but statement of intention merely tells that A is planning on buying B's car. To better understand this, compare these two examples. First is where A says that he will buy something for £100. This is an offer because the statement infers certainty of A buying. Whereas in the second example, A says that he is thinking of taking something for £100, to which B replies, okay, I will give it to you for £100, to which A replied that he changed his mind. B then responds that A cannot go back at this stage since A made an offer and B accepted it. But A says that A's initial statement was a statement of intention and not an offer. He further states that B made an acceptance in the absence of an offer. When an acceptance is made in the absence of an offer, the acceptance becomes itself the offer. In this second example, unlike the first one, A's initial statement was not an offer because A's statement do not infer certainty. Invitation to treat is often very similar to an offer, but when seen through legal lens, it is quite different from an offer. Invitation to treat is a preliminary stage of a contract where one party merely invites the other to make an offer. It might even contain terms and conditions indicating the maker of the statement's willingness to form contract on those terms or a position round about that. But this lacks the certainty, and the inference given by the statement is something like that this person is ready to accept an offer round about this. Here are a few examples of invitation to treat. First is display of goods, which is generally invitation to treat, as seen in Pharmaceutical Society vs. Boots from the year 1953. Elaborating this example with a more practical and relatable situation, think of yourself going to a Levi's store. You need their white shirt article with the Levi's logo printed on it. You want 500 pieces of that article. Just imagine in this case, if display of goods were offers, you asking for 500 pieces would be the acceptance, and if the Levi's store doesn't have 500 of those shirts, this inability would make them in breach of the contract. Since display of goods is invitation to treat, you make the offer and it is up to the Levi's store whether or not they take the offer. But where the display is made by a machine, this will probably be offer, as evident from Thornton vs. Shoe Lane Parking Limited from the year 1971. This is because negotiation is not possible in such a situation. Second example of invitation to treat is an advertisement of a bilateral contract. as seen in Partridge vs. Crittenden from the year 1968 and Carlyle vs. Carbolic Smokeballs. This is because there is a possibility that Ofri will negotiate. This was all from this video. The remaining of this chapter will be covered in the next videos. If you find my videos helpful, please support me by liking and sharing my content. Thank you.